Yep, the old hairpin.
Oh no!
JC's going to send it? You bet he is. Oh, look at the Aston, just with the nice little battle here. Carrying huge speed through the crater curve.
Aston runs wide and he's in the grass.
Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Oh, almost side by side through there. Everyone, this is round 4 of Race on there it is. Alright, we got it. This is a cracking start, isn't it? This is round 4, season 5. We are in Kyalami. This is the pro race. We are back to normal, if you like. We're back to the 60-minute races. We're not doing the. We've moved on from the sprint race of Paul Ricard last round, and yeah, we're back to the normal 60-minute races. So, thank you for joining us. My apologies for the hiccup there. All right, let's get this thing started. So let's talk about previous results. So I'll just bring them up for you now. So last time out in Paul Ricard, it was obviously 2 races in the 1 week of the sprint races. So sprint race 1 was won by Jamie, who took P1. Vic Chan took out P2, and Footner was able to get on the board there and rounded out the podium. So good to see him get a good result there. Brenticles came home in P4 for Pagnian Next Level. Games and Racing Team are represented by Rizzy and Burrodog in P6. Ignition Control Racing ICR, HSV in P7. Jambon Sickle, JJ Penguin and Eagle Wind. Eagle Wind rounded out the top 10. From Bruce Hull Racing, Stuka came 11th, Ty Morgo. And then it was 3 Selby Acoustic Racing cars in a row. Sabre Nightclaw, Someone Awesome, and K-Man in 13th, 14th, 15th. Slambo didn't have a great race 1. Adman, Big Chopper Dog, Barters and Seduce. So there were some issues there at the beginning of race 1 there. Race 2 was won by Barters in pretty dominating style as well. So he took it home for Selby Acoustic Racing. Footner and Jamie for Bruce Hull Racing. It was a P2, P3 on the podium there. They rounded out the P2, P3. Games and Racing Team against Slambo. So a much better result in race 2 than race 1. Obviously it was a reverse grid as well. Brenticle Stuka in 6 and 5 and 6. Pagnan Next Level in 7th and 8th was Eagle Win and Jambon. Another Bruce Hull runner in P9, and P10 was the Selby Acoustics of Sabre Nightclaw. Then you had Vic Chan, unfamiliar position for him. Rigsy, Ty Morgo, HSV with the late race disconnection, so lost internet right in the final moments of that one. He came home in P14. He was on track for a podium, unfortunately, but dropped down to P14. His ICR teammates, the dudes in 15th. JJ Penguin, Someone Awesome, K-Man, Burrodog, and Big Chopper Dog rounded out the top 20 for race 2. We are about 5 minutes and 40 seconds away from getting this one underway. Let's have a look at championship standings. So this is the Drivers' Championship standings for the Pro Division. This graphic brought to you by the one and only Andrali. And you can see there at the top there, Jamie in P1, 119 points. I was having a look at his stats earlier tonight, and just how's this for some consistency. Race 1 in Mazzano, round 1, P2, Hungaro Ring in round 2, winner. Won the first race of the sprint race round. Race 1, he was a winner, and he took home P3 in race 2 of the sprint race. So he's had an absolutely cracking season. Not surprising to see him up so high. Obviously, Vic Chan right hot on his heels in second place on 112, and Slambo right behind him as well in P3. So the championship definitely going to come down to the wire. We've got Kyalami this week. We've got Bathurst next round as well, so it's going to be nice and exciting. Then just rounding out the rest of the field, Brent Hills. Ama's having a good year. Good season, sorry, for Bruce Hull Racing in P5 there. 6th is Jambon Sickle. HSV putting in a really solid season as well. Stuka, Burradog and Barters rounds out the top 10 for the Drivers' Championship. Let's have a look at the Teams Championship before we have a quick look at the circuit. So this is give us a good indication. Once again, brought to you by the one and only Andrali. Fantastic job with this stuff every week. And we can see Games and Racing Team have a 10-point lead over Bruce Hull Racing. So it's a very, very slender lead of 10 points between GRT and BHR. So once again, this is going to go down to the wire. Only a 5-race season. So every race means something, every point counts. ICR there in 3rd place on 692. Pagnan next level, they're in 4th position on 660. And Selby Acoustics Racing just bringing up the rear there on 612 points. Let's have a look at the circuit. So we're at Kyalami tonight. It is 16 turns, 4.52 kilometres in length. Just taking this around for the hot lap. Only JJ Penguin was supposed to be Slambo, but he spun when I was recording it. He didn't know that I was recording. So anyway, so turn 2 is Crowthorne. This is Juski Sweep. And this is one of my favourite. This is probably equal favourite corner name with Bombhole. Barbecue. Turn 5. As it makes the way up to turn 6, the right hand, a bit of a sweeping right hander. This one. This is called Sunset. Nice and tight through there, leading down into the left-hander of turn 7, which is Clubhouse. So you can use the curb there just at the entry. Turn 8 and then turn 9. So this is what they refer to as the S's. Just a small lift there. Turn 9, the right-hander. This is probably one of the hardest corners on the circuit. This is Lukop. I dare say that might even have some sort of Dutch connotations to it. His way around there to turn 10. Just going to roll right over the curb there. Turn 11 as well. And then he's going to make his way down to the left-hander of Mineshaft. The circuit has some of the best corner names in all of racing. I reckon underrated track for corner names. Turn 13, this is Crocodiles. I love that. Obviously native to South Africa where this track is located. And then another local animal there, Cheetah. Turn 15, see a lot of action coming through there. And then turn 16 is Ingwe. A lot of people use the Marshall stand for the braking marker there. And JJ. This is the Rhino 142 flat. Hopefully you probably see those sort of times there. So far we're seeing a 141.1 by Vic Chan right now is the fastest time of the practice session. We've got just over a minute before we get started. Welcome to everyone as well. So glad to have you all on board. Football in the groin. Good to have you back, mate. Cervix Squid's in there. Pesky's in there. Paul Ince. Glad to have you back, Paul Ince. Where have you been? I think you guys need a commentator watching the stream chat. My hand is up right now. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'll try and pay more attention, Paul. Good to have you back. Anyway, we've got a special announcement. Let's have a quick look at, let's watch this video. It's a good one. So, huge announcement there with Coach Dave, Academy, and Simgrid jumping on board. So that's all thanks to JJ Penguin doing a lot of work there in the background to get all of that underway. So absolutely fantastic for Roos. It was a little bit faster forward. It wasn't fast forward. But yeah, awesome. And you know, this is one of if not the premier console leagues for ACC in Australia. So we've got some sponsors there to actually prove it. And we're about to get this one underway. So the session has started. Making their way out of circuit. So do we get free setups now? No, not necessarily. It's further details will be announced by JJ. All I can say right now is that yeah, we've got Coach Dave, Academy, and Simgrid on board. A lot of it's going to be directed towards the PC League at this stage. Stay tuned for more information. JJ will be sharing that with everyone, all in due course. But yeah, don't fret. It'll all be announced. So yeah, awesome for the league though. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's get into it. This is why we're here. We are having a look at everyone making their way out on the circuit. So Vic Chan leading the charge. Jamie's out there as well. So 141s. Some of the times that we saw in practice. So we'll see if they're replicated in full qualifying mode. Adman out there. Bentley's looking to be pretty strong tonight as well, I would expect. They didn't go too well. They went all right. The long straights, the Mistral straight in Paul Ricard. But Metal Steel, I can say some feather setups half price. I bet you could. Yeah, so, but yeah, looking at what they're going to be a lot stronger here this evening. So, we'll have to wait and see how that all pans out. Blues is here as well. Another field of 20 cars, which is fantastic again. It looks like Vic Chan is going to be the first driver to set us away. A very striking livery of the ICR Audi. Looking very nice. Welcome to more K-Man. I believe he might be under a little bit of duress this evening. He had, I heard a rumour, kidney stones or something like that. So he was out there earlier. That's what I call some commitment. We saw Vic Chan last season. Had issues with his arm. So, yes, all the best K-Man. Hope you're doing well. I see Mr. N. Wilson there as you see Vic Chan getting a little bit loose there through turn 6 of Sunset. Able to get through Clubhouse without any dramas yet. This is his first qualifying lap. Through the S's, gentle through there, and then yeah, this corner here, Lukop. This is tough. It's blind. It kind of juts out at the last moment as well. So you definitely need to know where your braking marker is for that corner to get it right. And it certainly looked like Vic Chan didn't have any issues with that at all. It's looking like an all right lap at the moment. We'll wait for the time to come up. He just makes his way. This is through Crocodiles. Hard to get information on this circuit. It's had its ups and downs, financial ups and downs, like pretty much any motor circuit going around. Lots of investors coming and going. It seems to be pretty well on its feet now. And Vic Chan making his way around this circuit, setting the first time at 141.6. So not a bad time from him. I saw Footner in there as well, making his way across the line, just trying to pick up a few of the other cars. Sabre Nightcore for Selby Acoustics Racing. He's about to come across the line as well. Let's see what sort of time he can set. Brenticles, he's going to set his first time. He goes P11, Jambon Sickle for Pagny Next Level. He's making his way through now. He comes out P10, Bruce. The only Honda in this division for Games and Racing Team is about to come across the line, and he will go P12 for now. And Eaglewind for Pagnan Next Level up into P8, so that's not a bad time from him. So First time to come through. I did miss the fastest though. JJ Penguin with a 141.5. It's Vic Chan, Slambo up there as well. Big Chopper Dog, Jamie, HSV, Adman, Eagle Wing, Saber, Nightclaw, and Ty Morgo. That's your top 10 right now. Just having a look at Footner. I think he did come through earlier, but must have set the time. So wait for what time he is about to set now. Just making his way through turn 13. So expect a lot of action through there this evening, and then yeah, through 15 at Cheetah, keeping away from that sausage curb. You can see any number of incidents through there. As Footnote coming across the line, had a good race, last round, and he goes P6. So a strong performance from him so far. Someone awesome. So he's for Selby Acoustics. Currently P17, and he will move up into P10, so nice result for him for now. About 6 minutes into the session, so just over 9 minutes remaining. Jambon is currently P16 right now. He moves himself up into P11. Back to Bruce in that Honda. So plenty of cars circulating right now. Keeping up with all the action out there. Everyone's made a trip around. This man here, Eagle Wing, he certainly has. He'll remain down there in P14. Lukey for Emission Control Racing, ICR. He's one of two drivers. So K-Man looks like he's sitting this one out this evening, this qualifying session. So he's the only driver in the pits who hasn't set the time. Lukey's out there right now. Let's go on. We'll get back to him. We've got Vic Chan. He's out there. So he's currently P1 with a 141.2. So him and JJ battling it out. Jamie's up there too. So is Slambo. So three of the big championship contender names up there. Vic Chan, Jamie, and Slambo. JJ's had an interesting season. Probably not to his liking, but he did tell me he got a practice race in during the week. That hasn't happened for a little while. As Vic Chan goes P1. So he takes, improves on that time. Can JJ take it back from him? No, we can't right now, so he'll remain in P2. Get back to Lukey. He's the only driver out there right now as we're just under 8 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. This is Season 5, Round 4. This is the Pro Division. My name is Nick and you are watching Race on Oz. This is the premier console ACC League in Australia. Just announced a new sponsor this evening, Coach Dave Academy and Simgrid. So there's plenty of action happening on the channel. Oh, there's plenty of action happening on the track as well with Lukey. Just getting a little bit wide after he came out at 15. Comes through 16 now for Ingwe. Let's see what sort of time he can put on the board for his first run. He'll have to go again, so that might have been invalidated. Back to him shortly. But the driver I'm looking for right now, Saber Nightclaw. So he's going to be the next cab off the rank here. He's currently P6. So he's a newcomer to the league this season. He's performed alright so far. Let's see, he's P6 right now. See if we can move that big Bentley up there. It's Bentley's 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. See if he can improve on that time. Doesn't look like it, so he'll remain in P6 for now. JJ Penguin looks like he's just coming into the pits there. So big chopper dog. It's a good result for him. Up there in P5 right now. And that ICR Bentley of his doesn't improve on his time for now, so he'll remain there in P5. Still 6 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Getting ready for a big 60-minute race. We're done with the sprint races for the season. Someone awesome. He goes P8. Good result for him. Ty Morgo, 16th in the Lamborghini. He's got plenty of time to go again as well. Here's Jambon for another Pagnia Next Level Racing Team member. Down there in P12. That's where he will remain. 52 is what I was looking for. your HSV. I hope he doesn't have any connection issues. He's had a really strong showing this season. Slambo, he's out there. He's currently P4. And we've got Stu as well. But the top 5, Vic, JJ Penguin, Jamie, Slambo, and Big Chopper Dog. That's your top 5. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Stewart will remain down there in P13 for Bruce Hale Racing. Burra Dog, crowd favourite Burra. Should be being cheered on by his good friend Riggsy as he makes his way across the line. That Fezza Ferrari will stay down there in P15 for now. Looks like Vic is out there on another lap. He's just about to come through turn 16. Let's see what he's got in that Audi. He's currently pole position right now by 4/10 of a second. And that is where the gap will remain for now. JJ is about to cross the line as well. See if he can chip away at that time as it stands. Not right now, so a little bit more work to do from the Gazman Racing Team Lamborghini driver. Ty Morgo in another Lamborghini. He makes his way across the line. P11, so he improves by 5 positions. That's a good result for him right now. Barters performed so well in race 2 of the pro race last round. That Ferrari for Selby Acoustics down there in P7 for now. Just under 4 minutes remaining. So starting to come to the business end of the session. HSV is down there in P14 for now. What about Jamie, our championship leader? Just a consistency. He might just be setting himself up for a lap here perhaps. Let's see. As he makes his way towards the line. He doesn't improve on that time, so he'll remain in P3. What's Stu doing? Bruce Hale Racing. He moves himself up into P11. So nice job. Bentley's going pretty strong around here. Looking for Sabre Nightclaw now. So Bentley's in 4th, 5th and 6th. It's an Audi on pole. Closely followed by a Lamborghini and a Mercedes. Plenty of Bentleys there in the top 11 cars. Here comes Vic again. Let's see if he does improve. It's just over 4/10 right now, almost 5/10. And he doesn't go any faster than that. So wait with bated breath. Let's see if JJ can respond. Less than 3 minutes remaining now. It's going to be 60 minutes. Looking forward to a 60-minute race again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, we don't get any server issues. We had a few last week in the Pro-Am, but fingers crossed we don't get a repeat of that. Here's Barters in the Ferrari for Selby Acoustics. He's P7. That is where he will remain. HSV making his way around again. So everyone's out there bar K-Man. Some familiar faces appearing in the chat as well. Let's see, Exo's in there. CKJ33, that's a name as well. I think I saw Team Little Bear too. Here we go, Jamie. Crosses the line, he improves, but not enough. So he will remain in P3 right now. Stu in P11. Less than 2 minutes left. He moves up into P10. What about Sabre Nightclaw having a good outing right now. Up there in P6. Bounty in there as well in the chat. The stats man. There we go. So it remains in P6 for now. Here comes Vic through the final turn. So let's see if he can improve on that time. JJ's not too far away as well. As we're about to go into the final minute of this one. Big Chopper Dog. He remains in P5 right now. Just seeing JJ Penguin. He does remain in P2 for now. So we are less than 60 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. It is extremely tight at the top, but it's Vic Chan, followed by JJ, Jamie Slambo, Big Chopper Dog. 81. This is Barters. He makes his way across. He will remain in P8 for now. This is looking right. person at the wrong time. Slambo is what I was trying to get to. Here we go. P4 right now with that Bentley for Games and Racing Team. We'll have time for one more lap to try and improve on that. What about Brenticles? He finds himself all the way down there in P18. What about Jamie? Jamie improves, but not enough again. So it's looking like he's got one just crossed the line in time to go another lap. So we'll see if he can get around. We've gone 000. So next time they cross the line, that'll be it. This is Adman. He's had a good qualifying. He's up there in P6. Makes his way through Cheetah. Now through 16. Vingway, the left-hander. Opens up the throttle. Uses the curb on the exit. Nice strong line, run to the line. He goes up into P5, so good result for him. That's Vic Chan. He's coming into the pit, so he's thinking that he's probably done enough there. Just looking for a couple of the other cars that are still out on circuit. Get to one, Nick. Don't show them the pits, mate. There we go. Eagle Wind is down in P15 right now for P&L. His teammate Ty Morgo is coming. So Eagle Wind dislodges him. So knocks him down a position. Can Ty respond? This is down in 14th. He does improve, but not enough to move up the grid. And then 301 Slambo. We might just leave it there after that. But it looks like it's going to be Vic Chan. No one's going to be able to challenge him this evening. He's going to take pole position. JJ Penguin, Jamie. Let's see if Slambo can no, he can't. He's gone into the pit. So that is qualifying all run and done. It is pole position to Vic Chan. Congratulations for the Ignition Control Racing driver. JJ Penguin, I think that would be his strongest qualifying session of the season so far. Jamie is going to come home in P3. Then we've got Slambo in P4. Adman, a really, really solid result for him. Keep an eye on him tonight. He could go all right in P5. Big Chop. Good work, Big Chopper Dog. Down there in P6. Congratulations to him. Saber Nightclaw in P7 there. P8 is Barters. So good result for Barters. P9 is Someone Awesome. That's a very good result for Someone Awesome. Then you got P10 is Footner, so he'll have a little bit to do during the race. Stewart, he's going to be starting in P11. HSV in P12. Then you got Eagle Wind in the in P13 there. P14 is Ty Morgo. P15 is Bruise. Then you got P16 is Jambon Sickle. And then you got P17 is Burradog. So good result for Burradog there. Not a good result, a indifferent result for him. Brenticles in P18. Sadudes there in P19. And bring up the rear K-Man. Did not set a time in that session. Woo! Alright, a 140.917. So that's very, very tight at the top there. This is going to be good. This is some of the fastest guys in the league right up the front there. This is going to be an exciting start to 60 minutes of Kyalami. This is round 4 of 5 of season 5. Top 4 different, four different manufacturers in the top 4. There's a sort of group of Bentleys there, P4, 5, 6, and 7, but kind of stay for the majority of the session. A couple of Ferraris up there, but yeah, Jamie representing Mercedes, HSV, down there in P12, the closest to that. So fingers crossed we get some clean racing. We've seen some interesting starts recently. We've had incidents in the Hungaro ring. Paul Ricard. So hopefully we don't get a repeat of that. Everyone gets away nicely, and we don't get any server resets as well. So fingers crossed. We are a minute and 35 seconds away from getting this one started. All right, so exciting news. It's very, very good to hear with Coach Dave. Obviously, quite a familiar name in sim racing, sim grid as well. So some awesome work. That was all that was done by JJ. Took everyone by surprise. So yeah, awesome work being done in the background. And as mentioned, a lot of it's going to be sort of directed to the PC League for now. But there'll be other stuff that will come through the pipeline, and everyone will be notified all in due course where the mechanics and the hows and the whys and all that sort of stuff. All right, 30 seconds away. Bounty saying tyre strategy will play a big part in this one. So there, his thoughts. Mr. N. Wilson's in the chat. Gary Wins is in the chat as well. Sir McSquid. Paul Ince, of course.
10 seconds.
Got to add the new sponsors to the banner. Yes, we do. We do. It's that's a JJ Penguin job. We'll have to get him onto it during the week. So I reckon he's done enough to take a week off from it though. Mr. N. Wilson, I reckon the left chicane over the hill will be the place of trouble. Yes, the left chicane you're talking about there, possibly. If you're talking about the start of the race, I'm not too sure which one you're referring to, but hopefully we have a clean start. We've come to expect a high caliber of racing in this league. So to see sort of first lap incidents is pretty rare. It's not a common thing, and hopefully we get a week of it. Alright, Metal Steel saying go too hard on the tyres and they will suffer. See how it pans out if guys are going to be taking tyres this evening. Obviously not mandatory. 2 stops are required though. Fuel is mandatory. Tyres are optional. Paul Ince is allowing JJ a few days off. He did just come back from holidays though, so up in lovely Cairns, North Queensland. Never been. I've got family up there, but never been myself. I know it's very humid. Alright, so just coming around for the warm-up lap. And we're going to do 60 minutes. Qualifying was pretty good. It's pretty frantic for a 15-minute qualifying session. Goes by in the blink of an eye. That's our grid on the left-hand side. Is starting to just form up side by side. Nice and tidy this evening. So 4 different manufacturers in the top 4 spots. There's a trio of Bentleys will be hunting them down. JJ, I'm sure you'll be enjoying being back on the front row of the grid. And maybe there's a reason he didn't tell you he was there, Paul Ince. Maybe, I don't know. All right, here we go. So they're about to make their way through the final turn. We'll wait for the notification from Klaus. He'll tell us that it's green. This one started, they'll roar down towards turn 1, the kink, and they'll make their way up the hill. There we go. Start initialized.
Green light, give it all you can.
Let's go racing. 60 minutes. The Kyalami is underway. Looked like Slambo got a really good start there. Got a good jump on the rest of them. Vic Chandler's going to lead him through turn 1. Jamie's in there as well. JJ's lost a couple of places so far. Looks like Adman's made up a couple of spots at the beginning as well, so he's already looking strong in that Bentley. And JJ's lost a handful of spots. He's got Saber Nightclaw coming through there as well. Come on, Mr. Cameraman, keep up with me. And nice little battle there. Anxious Feed might be in there as well. So he's made up a few places off the beginning. It's going to look like it's going to be Vic Chan. He's going to lead us away as the timing screen just updates itself. He's in P1. He's leading it from Jamie, Slambo, Big Chopper Dog, and Adman. So JJ Penguin just got swamped at the beginning, and he's lost 5 positions off that front row. And, it looked like it was Slambo who had a cracking start there, as the rest of the field starting to all filter through now. This is turn 10. Look up the left-hander. He's on the curve there. And great start. We've not had anyone, any incidents on lap 1, which has been fantastic. So back to the standard clean racing that we expect to see here at Roos, especially in the Pro Division. This is Footner having a look there at Sabre Nightclaw. Thought about it. Sabre runs a little bit wide. They're going to go side by side. 2 into 1. Do not go there at all. So we're almost through the first lap, and we've already got a pit stop. So Slambo, he's going to be the first one to make a stop on lap 1. And then we've got a few others. So we've got Ty Morgo, we've got someone awesome. We've got Renticles as well. So the early pit stops here, looking like it is the play at the moment. Just trying to write them all down. Ty Morgo was in there as well. Alright, so a few drivers there. The P&L boys, we're used to seeing them making early stops during those races. As Adman, he's going to give chase to Big Chopper Dog. So it's Bentley on Bentley. Bentley's in the top 50% of the top 4 positions there. So P3 and P4. Big Chan, he's 1.6 seconds ahead of Jamie in that Mercedes. So Vic just starting to stretch his legs a little bit as we see JJ in the background there. Just getting a little bit untidy. Nothing too exorbitant there. Seeing Little Bear just commenting on Slambo's move there. It's a good move from him. This is Blues in the Honda, so he's moved up from P15 to P8 already. Had a great start to this one. So looking for a couple of closer battles through the field. This is Lukey. He's tucked in behind K-Man, who's made a good start as well. He started in P20. And he's already moved his Selby Acoustic Racing McLaren up into P14. So he's having a great start right now to this one. Try to tuck in behind him. Still Vic Chan, and as Adman, he makes a stop as well. So another early stopper. And then Jambon Sickle too. So Jambon making a stop as well. So quite a few cars now. We've got about 6 cars have made stops already. Praise from Bear though, yeah, that is. So you can't. I know where you come from. Though. Bruce, here we go. Tucked in behind Footner, pulls out of the slipstream. Looking to go around the outside. Oh, look at this door-to-door action happening right now. Looks like Footner might have had the best of this one. He does, so the Ferrari manages to overcome the power of the Honda there. And Footner is in P6, Bruce up into P7 right now. We'll see if he can recoup and have another go at the Bruce Hale Racing Ferrari in front of him. But in the meantime though, he's going to have to keep the Bruce Hale Racing Bentley behind him of Stu. He'll have to work on the attack at the front and defend at the rear. Just having a cool chat. Seems like a smart man. Don't underestimate yourself. Here's Stu though. Let's see what he can do. Gap at the front, 2.1 seconds between Vic Chan and Jamie. So Vic really putting the foot down. Stu was as well there as he made his way through Cheetah. Just hit that sausage curve. He hit it the wrong way to send the car flying. He managed to gather it up, and he's all good. So he's going to chase down the Honda of Bruce. We saw him making an attack on Footner. Footner's managed to just open up a nice little gap there between him and the Honda. We're hoping to just force that Games and Racing team car into the clutches of Stu behind. In the meantime, Big Chopper Dog. He's looking very racy right now. It's all over the back of that Merc of Jamie, our championship leader. Just coming through the sunset now. This is the Essence, sorry, my mistake, the Essence. Bentley's looking good right now. They've got the pace. Slambo obviously pitted earlier. We'll keep an eye on his monitor his progress closely on this one. Now we'll stay with Big Chopper. Trying to close in on that Bruce Hall Racing Mercedes. As they go up through, this is the sausage curve that I was talking about earlier. All Ince talking about taking it. There we go, so big shot. Just tuck into the toe here. We've seen the Bentley doesn't have the greatest top speeds. Let's see what he can do. So, cameras sorted out. We used a bit of the curb there, unsettled the car, but he was able to gather it back up. No harm, no fouls. He came through barbecue. I actually tried to research why they call it barbecue. I couldn't find anything. It's a very peculiar name, but nonetheless, some YouTube videos of racing it looks like a good spot. Yeah, Mercedes definitely has the top end speed on the Bentley, but Bentleys tend to be strong at most circuits. This would be one of them. To work on it. Jamie, not an easy man to get past. He is our championship leader, so we know he has extreme pace. Still Vic Chan out in front. He's opened up a 3.4 second gap. This is P2 and P3 that you can see right here. JJ Penguin P4, so he's able to claw his way back from his terrible start there. Just got swamped at the beginning. It's Barter's in 5th, Footnote 6th, 7th is Bruce. Stewart is 8th, Burrodog is 9th, and HSV is P10 right now. We've had 7 cars make stops early on. Slambo, Radman, Someone Awesome, Ty Morgo, Jambon, Sickle, Eagleman, and Brenticles all made stops within the first 2 laps of this race. Laps are important. Time is more important. They're timed races, not lap dependent. Decent pace right now. Chopper Dog, he's trying to get past the Mercedes, the Bruce Hall Racing Mercedes of Jamie. As they make their way through turn 6, the sweeping right-hander is Sunset. He's sticking with him though, Big Chopper. He's in P&L last season with Ferrari, so he moved across to Mission Control Racing. Bentley this season seems to be enjoying it. Right now, all over the back of that Mercedes. Right on the brakes. Down the hill. So it's got a lot of undulations this circuit. I think it's a sort of distinctive feature. It's like it's corner ramps. Sorry, I won't repeat what Paul Ince said in the chat there. That's using nonetheless. Alright, might just stick with it for now. I'll just have a couple look at some of the other actions. I think Saber Nightclaw, he is trying to get past Lukey Stu's in the other Bentley. That's for ICR. Got K-Man just up ahead there. Oh, looks like Lukey ran wide. So he's going to be able to sneak through there. So Saber Nightclaw, he'll take P12. Lukey runs wide again, so I don't know if he's got an issue. And he's going to come into the pits, which is probably a wise decision at this stage. So on lap 6, let's get back to that battle at the beginning there at the front. Sorry, this is Big Chopper and Jamie. Big Chan at 4.4 second gap. Started on pole position and he has not moved from there. Looking in dominating fashion right now. A good time to find some form. We've only got one more race after this one for the Pro Series. That is in Bathurst. That's an Enduro 90-minute Enduro the week after next, and the season will be concluded. See 5:22, so it's the dudes. He picks up a speeding in the lane penalty. So no good for him. That's an assault in the wound right now. He's all the way down in P20. Yeah, so that's where he's going to be staying for a little while longer. Here's K-Man. He's got the hard charging Slambo behind him for Gainesman Racing Team in that Bentley. K-Man's had a good start. He began in P20. Finds himself in P12. Now P13. Slambo did that pretty easily then. He's able to just cruise by as he made his way into turn 10. He'll take that position away from McLaren and K-Man. And he will now give chase to Sabre Nightclaw. So he's made a stop. Sabre hasn't. He's still out in front. It's this battle here. Big Chopper and Jamie still going at it. Big Chop just can't seem to find a way past. He's definitely having a look though. He's scheming. He's trying everything. Just let me say he's a little bit too fast right now for him. I don't even think about pitting soon. Can't quite get past Jamie. Doesn't want to get held up too much. Try and get past him in the pits. The driver, he doesn't need to worry about that. Vic, 4.8 seconds. Bit of a masterclass tonight from him. I haven't seen too much of him. I will try and get the camera on him shortly. Might even do a bit of in-car for everyone. Let's see how it's done from the master himself. What about Footner? He's down there in P6. This is some Ferrari on Ferrari action. He's got Barters for Selby Acoustics Racing, so they're bound down in P5 and P6 respectively. See the Honda behind Bruce. He's got Stewart for company in the Bentley. Bruce Hara Racing Bentley indeed. And just having a scan down the field. We'll just have a look at that battle while we're here. I believe there is the Honda Cup as well right now. Pretty excited about that. And the Aston Martin Bond Cup. The other week. Actually not bad. I quite enjoyed it. Not really a Bond fan. HSV. He's coming into the pits now as well. So he'll be making his first stop. So Slambo will take a position away from him. So will Sabre Nightclaw. And Slambo will continue to chase him down as well. As we almost approach quarter race distance. And his Vic just continuously eking out. Eking out of the lead there. It's 5.2 seconds now as Jambon. He makes his way into the pit lane. So that'll be both of his stops completed. Footner as well. Right there. Chasing down Barters. Still as well. Past. Bruce doing a good job here, keeping the Bentley behind him. Bruce hasn't stopped, and neither is Stu. It's the race for outright position. Staying away from that sausage curve there. Four cars tightly bunched. I have Burrow Dog in the background, I believe. These two. No, sorry. That's a different car. Right, we'll get back to that in a minute. Footner though, trying to make his way ahead of this Ferrari of Barters. Barters not giving it up without a fight though right now. One more time, turn 5. Just can't seem to get close enough at this stage. stage. Both of these cars yet to stop. Over quarter race distance. We saw Footnote last round. Have a decent round. It's good to see him get on the podium as well. Expecting that from him most of the season. Looks like he's adapted pretty well though. He's a pro. After dominating Pro-Am last season. He's sort of just adjusting to the Ferrari a little bit. So he's all over it right now. It's a different line. Riders, we'll see if it pays off as they go down the hill. Go around the outside. Crisscross. Starting to nice and aggressive there. See there he can take advantage of the Ferrari in front of him. He'll be down into turn 2 of Hawthorne. Hawthorne, yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, it is. So nice move. Can he pull it up? Yeah, he can. Barters is going to have his work cut out to fight back from there. And a nice move by Foot. I see he gets that done. That's textbook stuff into turn 2. He takes that position away from Barter, so he moves himself up into P5 right now. So the reigning Pro-Am champion looking very good right now. And have a look at this. Look at Big Chop. We've seen him this close in the past. Just can't seem to get it done. Oh, having a look. I did see JJ Penguin just... Oh, here we go. Doing everything in his power right now to get that Bentley past that Broussard Racing Mercedes. Just can't quite do it at this stage. A little squirrely under brakes there. He's got a good run here. Can he send it up the inside? And 16. He's got to try. They're going to go door to door. Oh, they almost touch. As they're going to go side by side up the front straight. It's going to be a drag race as they go through turn 1. Can he get the speed advantage? We saw the Bentley lacking for top end speed last round in Paul Ricard. But it's not the case here. He's able to send it up the inside. And he's able to get past Jamie. That's a cracking move from Big Chopper Dog. That is no mean feat at all. To get past Jamie, well done to him. That's a great move. Good stuff. Good, hard, clean, fair racing there. Didn't touch at all. Not a scrap of paint exchanged. And Big Chopper Dog makes his way up into P2 as we are approaching a 3rd race distance. So, very nice move there from Big Chop. Have a quick look now. So let's see how Jamie responds to this. Does he continue to push on, or does he maybe make his way into the pits? There's JJ just lurking in the background. We've been watching all of this happen in the meantime. As K-Man, he's in the pits right now. So he's making his stop. Coming out now. Alright, cool. Just wanted to double check that. Who else is out there? So just scanning down the field. Bruce is 8/10 behind Barters. Here we go. Slambo. He's right on the back of Saber Nightclaw now. And he's got to manage to get past him. We saw Lukey do the same thing earlier on. He ran wide. And was able to allow the other car to get through. And Slambo takes advantage. He moves his Gamesman Racing Team Bentley up into P9. And he'll drop the Selby Acoustics Racing Bentley of Saberclaw into P10. So they'll swap spots for now. And then, oh no, what is this? This is Brews and Barters. I just caught the very end of that. This is turn 5 at Barbecue. Looks like they've come together. Brews is just readdressing the situation. So they had it coming together there. They were down in P6 and P7. Not too sure if they were going to be able to hold on to those spots because I know Slambo was coming through with Sabre. But it looks like those two just made contact. I picked it up right at the very end. Not too sure what happened there, but looks like it's all sorted itself out. As we see the Ferrari Burrodog up ahead. I'm not too sure if Slambo... No, he wasn't able to take advantage of that, but they definitely would have closed the gap on them. So that'll work well in favour of Slambo. He's one of our championship contenders. Big Chopper Dog, he's 1.2 seconds ahead of Jamie now. But is Vic Chan is cruising right now. 7.7 second gap between him and Big Chopper. See if I can jump over to Vic very, very shortly. We'll just stick with Ty Morgo now. He's trying to chase down the Bruce Hall Racing Bentley Adman. They're down in P11 and P12. All over the back of him there. And then Barters, he's making his first pit stop as well. So we've got only 2 drivers that have made both stops. That's Lukey and Jam on Sickle. Everyone else has either made one or none. This man here, Ty Morgan, he's made one. So is Adman, so they're racing for true positions right now. Someone awesome, he makes his second stop as well. So he started on, he stopped, his first stop was lap 1. Both his stops out of the way before the halfway mark, so a long way to go home from there. Oh, as Ty just running on the dirt there as he came out of barbecues. Looks like it didn't do him any harm though. He was almost able to send it up the inside. Sunset. Not able to get the move done though. That man's going to have to defend pretty hard here. Bentley versus Lamborghini. That's how racing versus taking next level. The hardest turns on the circuit right here. Turn 10, Luca. Very exciting part of the circuit. You go down the hill. Sweeping left of mine shaft. Presumably the steepness of the turn there. 13, the Crocodiles. They'll wind their way around to 15, the Cheetah. Staying away from that sausage curb. Bentley looked pretty strong through there. Lamborghini couldn't quite match him. Got a few other cars making stops right now as well. So Footner, Bruise and Sabre Nightclaw all in at the same time. Just trying to keep up with the pit stops here. There we go. Just putting my notes down. Get them cleared. So someone awesome, Jam on Sickle and Sadoons, they've all made 2 stops. This is Ty Morgo all over the back of that Bentley now, just hassling him along. See if we can get another one in here. This is where we saw it. We had to go last time, but a little bit further away this time. .4 seconds is the lead between Vic Chan and Big Chopper Dog. I'll have a look at Ty Morgo's teammate, Eagle Wind. In a moment, he's just tucked up under the rear wing of HSV in that Mercedes. And then they've got a couple of other guys, HSV, so Brenchicles, Barters and Footner just up ahead. They've recently pitted. Ty, once again, getting close. Looks like Big Chopper, he's pulled away a little bit more from Jamie as well. Gap is now 2.4 seconds. So the ICR driver definitely holding his own right now. Ty Morgo starting starting to crawl all over the back of that Bentley of Adman. Adman started in P5, finds himself in P8 right now, but still has cars ahead who need to pit. Let's see what that Lamborghini power can do. Turn 1 of the kink. Turn 2, goes forward here. Oh, sent it from a long way back. That was a great move. He's managed to pull it up as well. What a move by Ty. He saw the opportunity and he took it. And as we were doing that, we saw Footner. He gets a drive-through penalty. So that's a massive blow to his race. He was running nice and high. He was looking good. So that's a terrible blow for him, for the Broussard Racing driver in the Ferrari. Very unfortunate. But what a move from Ty Borgo. That could be an overtake of the year contender. We're running that this season. So there's the space on the Discord chat. But great move from him. So he's in P7. Adman is in P8. This is Eagle Wind. We'll get back to him. He's scrapped with HSV. He's got Brenticles, Barters and Footnote up ahead. And Footnote will need to serve that drive-through penalty within the next couple of laps. Nice and exciting. A bit of a lull here, so I'll see if I can get to Vic Chan. Oh, I think that was Brenticles. It was. He's made a mistake. And he's dropped a couple of places. He's dropped about 3 places there. So HSV and Eagle Wind were able to just walk through. So that was Brenticles. He's going to drop down into P14. I'm not too sure. I didn't see exactly what happened to him there, but not great there for the P&L driver. And he's going to come into the pits and make his stop. This will be his second. He was one of the drivers that pitted on lap 1. We're about to approach the halfway mark. And still Vic Chan putting on an absolute clinic right now. He's a long way out in front. Over 7 seconds was the last time we checked. 7.5 to be exact. Have a quick look at him. We might go for a lap with him actually. I'll stop talking for a bit. We can jump on board with him. Just watch him in action. Here we go. Enjoy. Enjoyed that a lot with our race leader, Vic Chan. Pretty self-explanatory there of why he's so far out in the lead. Bruce is making a stop. And we also saw, it was Big Chopper made a stop too there while we were on board with Vic Chan. And we also crossed the halfway mark as well of this one. So it's Vic Chan from Jamie, from JJ Penguin. Burrow Dog is in P4. All 4 of those cars They're yet to stop right now. So that's our top 4. Slambo, Big Chop, Ty Morgo, Adman, Stewart, and Barters. That's our top 10. They've all stopped at least once. After that's HSV, Eagleman, and Footnar. That's 11th, 12th, and 13th. Then from 14th through to 18th, Someone Awesome, Saber Nightclaw, Brenticles, Jambon, Sickle, Bruise. They've all stopped twice. So Someone Awesome, the highest driver to have made 2 stops so far. K-Man's made once, one in P19 and P20 is Sadudes. At the rear there as we see Eagle Wind. He's ducking into the pits now to make his 2nd stop of the evening on lap 18 now. So Vic completely in control of this one. What we want to keep an eye on though is Big Chopper. So he made his stop just while we're on board with Vic, and it's going to be interesting to see what Jamie does in response. So we're over halfway, we're into the 2nd half of the race. Slambo up there as well, so putting himself in contention. We just saw him in the foreground. Let's see what he can do as far as moving that Bentley up there. He had scintillating form at the beginning of the season. Sprint round wasn't particularly kind to him, but he looks like he's back on track to throw his hat in the ring for this Season 5 championship, which there will be physical trophies handed out this season as well. This season only at this stage. As Burradog, he's making a stop. That game's with Racing Team Ferrari. He's stopping for P4. So he was one of the 4 drivers who hadn't stopped yet. Burradog started in P17. So he's worked his way up nice and high. Here comes Ty Morgo as well. So he was one of the drivers that started, who came in on lap 1. So those drivers will get their stops out of the way. HSV, he's about to make his 2nd stop. So it seems like the stage of the race is popular with most drivers right now. Here's JJ, he's got Jamie in front of him. So he started from P2, got swamped at the beginning, worked himself back up into P3. Yet to make a stop, like the other 2 cars ahead of him, Jamie and Vic. And then it's going to be where Slambo and Big Chopper get themselves out there. Paul Ince, I did give Vic a full on-board lap. Maybe he stepped away for a moment, but that did happen. Let's see if we can give some more airtime later on in this race. But we're looking at Ty, Someone Awesome, HSV, Saber, Eagle Wind, Brenticles, Jambon, Bruise, and Sadudes. They've all stopped twice. There's only 3 drivers that have yet to make at least 1 stop. That's this man on screen, JJ Penguin. He's giving chase to Jamie in that Mercedes for Bruce Racing. And Vicky's out there as well. So those 3 drivers are all yet to complete their stops. Made 1 stop. Paul Lynch, you missed it. You were talking to your family. It's more important to your family or sim racing. Goodness gracious. You get like 23 hours a day to spend with them. JJ though. Double check if that's his best qualifying performance of the season. I dare say that it is. Just bring up the stats here. Yeah, it is by a long way too. So 16th, 20th, and 11th. So yeah, his best qualifying effort by far. I did mention he was able to get some race practice in. So that was made a difference. His Footnar comes in for a scheduled stop. He's already had 1 stop plus the drive-through penalty. I think, is that Jamie going into the pits? It is. Here we go. All right. So this is his first stop. Let's see where Burra is just coming through. This is 13 now. He's stationary. There he is. Big shot. This is coming up through. This is 15, a cheater. Jamie's underway. This might be a little bit tight here. And here's Jamie pulling out. Big chopper coming up the front straight. I think Jamie's going to do it here. It looks like he is. Yes, he is. So Jamie able to take that position away from Big Chopper. So Big Chopper did it on the track. Jamie just using the strategy to his advantage. And he's able to get himself out in front of that ICR Bentley. So nice work there from Jamie, our championship leader. P4 and P5, but they got Slambo up ahead, who has stopped once already. So Slambo doing a fantastic job this evening. He started in there in P4. He's able to get past both of these guys. Alright, Paul Ince. So step away from your family. Here you go. This one's for you, Paul. Took the words right out of my mouth, Paul Ince. I was going to say, if there's a word to describe what we just saw there for the last minute and 40 odd seconds, I'd say it would be smooth. Very, very smooth stuff from Big Chance. So a pleasure to watch. We're down to the last 20 minutes. Metal Steel just pointing out different fuel loads between Big Chopper Dog, Jamie, and possibly Slambo as well. I don't think that would have been as smooth as an Incy homebrew. I got a feeling that Incy's homebrews might not be smooth as that. So that was Vic Chan. This is Footner, so having to fight back from that drive-through penalty. He finds himself down there in P17. He's tucked in behind Jambon Sickle. This is a race for position. Both of these drivers have stopped twice as well. And K-Man, he's making his second stop too. So he pitted early on lap 11. Down there in, he's stopped on lap 23. Just under 20 minutes remaining in this race. So this is round 4, season 5 race on Oz. This is the Pro Division. My name is Nick. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. You are watching this on RooseTube. If you missed it earlier, there was an announcement a couple of days ago. Coach Dave Academy is getting involved in the league in a sponsorship capacity. So is Simbrid. So it's awesome to have them on board with us. The premier ACC console league in Australia. Yeah, we've got names backing us up on that plane as well. So great to see. All thanks to JJ Penguin. He's doing a pretty good job on track and off the track right now. So P2, he's yet to stop, as well as Vic Chan. No, just battling to get past Jambon Signal right now. It might flick over from these guys. We'll just give it a little while longer. We'll see if he's able to make a move upward front straight. And Jambon got a little bit untidy going through turn 16. Wasn't enough for the Ferrari to take advantage. Tucks into the toe. The Bentley doesn't have the best top speed. Jambon's going to go to the inside to defend. Doesn't matter. We saw this happen earlier with Ty Morgo. He had a good move up there as well. And Footner looks like he's been able to repeat the dose, or not quite. Oh, Jambon trying to fight back there. Couldn't quite regain that position. And it looks like Footner's going to be able to make the move stick in their race. They're going door to door here, side by side. As they come through turn 6 of Sunset. This is still going on. It's still not done yet. And that might be the nail in the coffin of that one, though. So Footner just manages to get it done. So great, clean, hard, fair racing from those two. It's what you come to expect from Ruse. Whether it's Pro-Am, doesn't matter. See, nice, good, hard, clean racing. That's what we saw just then. So nice work by those boys. Barters. He makes it pits. Oh no! Jambon's gone around. Oh, he almost went around. He lost it though. And that's Lukey behind him, but he's down in P20. So I think that's really going to make much of a difference for him. Here's Big Chopper. Saw the gap was down to 4/10, 6/10 at the moment on the timing screen, but we don't really need the timing screen to work out how far away he is, because we can see it on the screen right there. There's the visual gap, and JJ Penguin, he's making his stop now. This is his first right here. So he's about to become stationary. Continue on there. There he is. So this is Slambo. He's in P3. He's going to make his way around. We saw the Lamborghini just on the right-hand side. Still stationary, so Slambo goes through. Jamie's going to go through as well. So is Big Chopper Dog. And JJ just making his way out. What about Adman? No, Adman's not going to be close enough there at all. So JJ going to come out in P5. He'd start in P2. Got the lights on. Track temperature 28 degrees. Sorry, 33 degrees. Air temperature 28. I have to get to what time it is later. The action is on the track. This is Big Chopper Dog chasing down Jamie. Slambo is looking in an optimal position here to take a podium position. So is Jamie, but Big Chopper Dog is going to have a word about that. Looks like these guys are going to battle out for the remainder of this one, but there's only just over a quarter race distance left. So 45 minutes has just flown by. Flown by for me anyway. Burrow Dog, he's making his second stop. He pitted earlier on lap 19. 6 laps later, he's back in the pits. He's dropping down into P12. But the big question now is, oh, who's that 350? Burrow gets a stop and go penalty as well. Oh, that's really disappointing because he started pretty low. P17, he worked his way up to about P12 at one stage, or P8 even. Quite disappointed. Advan's son Lenny won't be very happy at all. It's his dad. It's his favourite driver. His dad is going. Where's his dad? Where are you, man? Up in P6. Maybe just refocuses the cheering to his dad instead of Burrow for the rest of the night. This is Big Chopper Dog in a familiar position. We've seen him, and he's seen himself. You'll know every single detail of that rear wing of that Mercedes of Jamie. Spent a lot of time behind it tonight. He'll be plotting and scheming his way past though. We've already seen some great overtakes this evening. Will we see some more? Or are we going to see the passing done in the pits? We've got just over 14 minutes to find out. Just gets a little bit on the dirt there, coming out of barbecue. Turn 5. Turn 6, the sweeper. Sunset, sweeper. This is turn 7. This is Clubhouse. Pretty strong there. I saw Slambo in the foreground, just sort of a blur, a red blur coming across the screen. Who's 408? Saber Nightclaw. Oh, what's happened to him? Not too sure. He's He's done himself a mischief there. He's got Lamborghini just behind him. That's Eagle Wings. Yeah, it is. And then, yeah, so Burrow Dog was able to get through. This is Eagle Wings. So he's got a little bit of battle damage there on the front of his car. All over the curves there. Turn 2. So clock ticking down. Tick over 13 minutes remaining. Vic leaving it very late right now, but dare not question him. Definitely knows what he's doing. This is where the main battle is right now on the circuit. Jamie and Big Chopper Dog, our championship leader. Not too sure where Big Chopper is in the championship standings. Not really doesn't really matter at this stage. Still needs to serve that stop-go penalty. So everyone's made stops. Now here we go. So Vic, he's making his first stop of the race. So where is Slambo? So Slambo's a fair way behind. He's just coming. This is 312 down line shaft into turn 13. So Vic stationary now. Let's see if Slambo can do, if he can make any ground on the ICR Audi driver. Vic still stationary. Making his way now. I think Slambo might just have him here. Vic, no, Vic getting going. So let's close the gap a little bit. There's Vic just up ahead. Going into turn 1. So he has one more stop left. As does Slambo. But this race is not over yet. We've got plenty left to unfold over the next 11 minutes. Both these drivers need to make a stop as well. I think that's the 100 Cruise there, just tucking in behind Vic. So that's the lead. That's the lead there. We see Vic just coming through as Slambo clears the Honda of Bruise there. A good battle. This is Audi versus Bentley. Bentley's have been pretty strong around here. They're P2 and P4 right now. The other battle at the front, Big Chopper Dog. He's 8/10 behind Jamie. So Vic, Slambo, Jamie, Big Chop, JJ, Adman, and Stewart. They all need to pit again. While Ty Morgo is the highest of the runners on who's completed both stops. That strategy right now as we are in the final 10 minutes of this race. This is round 4 of season 5. This is the Pro Division and this is the battle for the lead right here. Slambo's looking pretty strong right now. Vic, we've not seen too much of him other than the onboards that we've done. He's had a really comfortable gap throughout most of the race, but now Slambo, cream is starting to rise. This is going to be another big struggle to get past the very fast champ. If anyone can do it this season, Slambo can. He's had a great season so far. We've seen some wins from him, all positions. He's right up there in the championship contention as well. So it's just this race and the Bathurst Enduro left. Every point matters right now. Every point counts. And there we go. We can see P3 and P4 behind. That was Jamie and Big Chopper Dog. JJ there in the background. As the camera pans towards Big Chop. There he is, tucked in under that rear wing of Jamie's, where he's been a lot this evening. Gap out front. Shandy Slambo is just under a second right now. 8.5 minutes left. We're into the single digits. And the podium is still far from being decided. So is the race win. And we've got battles at the front of the pack where we like to see it. After 52 minutes of racing, this is P3 and P4 they're separated by. And oh, here we go. So they're both pitting. Look at this. So Big Chop follows Jamie into the pits. So not too sure if that was the strategy. If you saw Jamie going in, it says, yep, I'm going to go in with you. Oh no, there's a little mistake from Big Chop. He had to reverse. It looked like Jamie got in nice and smoothly. Let's see if that does cost him a little bit of time. And Jamie's away. Oh, Big Chop, he had to oh, I thought he had to reverse a bit more then. No, he didn't. And Stu coming in as well. So, don't know if it's cost him too much time there. A little mistake in the pits. There's the gap between him and Jamie. There's the rabbit. Has to go chase it now. And Slambo. He's got the carrot right in front of him. That orange Audi of Vic Chan's. So the top four just need to, still need to make their pit stop. This is going to be great racing right until the very end. That Bentley all over the back of the Audi of Vic. This is Mission Control Racing versus Games and Racing Team. This has championship implications as well for the teams. So Games are sitting on top of the table right now. ICR P3, I believe, from memory. And Slambo though, all over it here. Oh, he's got to duck into the pits. So here we go. So this is Slambo deciding he's not going to get caught up behind Vic. He's going to duck into the pit. So JJ, he's just coming through now. So he'll inherit P2 for now, but he still has one more stop to make. What about Adman? Might get past Slambo, who's just become stationary. Here comes Adman through the final turn. He also needs to pit one more time. Slambo completed. And will it be enough? Yeah, Adman's able to get past. So Slambo will drop down into P4, but as mentioned, both JJ and Adman, they still need to pit, as does Vic Chan. So Slambo in a very advantageous position right now. He's going to contend for the win here. While Vic out in front, he'll have fresh air. The car in front of him at the moment, 288. That is Jambon Sickle. So hopefully Jambon sees him early enough. And then the battle that was Big Chopper Dog and Jamie, it's 3.5 seconds now between Jamie and Big Chopper. So that little mistake in the pits, he had to reverse. I saw him have to reverse twice, but there might have been a little glitch there. But that just might have cost him a shot here at the podium. We're going to have to wait and see. We're in the final 5 minutes of this one. This is coming down to the wire. The top three still need to pit one more time. Vic Chan, JJ Penguin, and Adman. Let's see. Vic Chan, he goes around one more time. JJ, does he come into the pits this time? I don't think he does, no. And Adman will be the next one to come through. He's a little bit further down the line. So this is Adman here. Let's see what he does, if he makes the call to go into the pits. He does. So he does it. He says, boys, this is my time. I'm going to go into the pits now, get it out of the way. So Slambo's coming through. Jamie will come through as well. Adman still becomes stationary. His teammate making his way through. Big Chopper Dog. He's going to make his way through. What about this man here, Ty Morgo? Adman still stationary. Ty coming around. Adman still stationary. Next one will be Stewart. I'm not too sure if Stu will get him. Adman still stationary. So this is Stewart coming through. Surely. Adman still stationary, so I'm not too sure what's happening here. This is disastrous for him, though, for the Gaineswood Racing Team. Bentley. HSV will be the next one. And Adman finally gets away, so possibly taking on some fuel there. Not too sure. Or change of tyres. I don't know, but it's cost him dearly. He's going to come out in P10. So he's dropped way out of podium contention. I think it's going to be a long shot for him to get it anyway, but he was in there for quite a while there. So this is Slambo. Here we go. Vic is in the pits. So let's see. JJ Penguin will be the next one to come through. He's going to keep on going. We're in the final 3 minutes here. So JJ going the absolute last possible moment. And here's the other man contending for the win. This is Slambo. Vic Chan finally becomes stationary. Here's Slambo coming through Cheetah. He's about to come through turn 16. Vic is underway. This is going to be super, super close. Have a look at this coming out of the pits. Is Slambo going to get him? No, he's not. So Vic gets out in front. Nice work from Vic Chan. Just a splash and dash at the end. And this is the difference between the two of them as we approach the final 2 minutes of this one. It is Vic Chan ahead of this man Slambo. That's the difference between P1 and P2. Vic able to get that pit stop done and retain the lead for now. Nice work there from the ICR driver. JJ Penguin is the leader of this race, but still does need to make one more stop as we have now breached the final 2 minute mark. We're down to a minute and 45 seconds. So JJ will have to either come in this lap or the next one, leaving it to the very, very last possible moment. Can Slambo force a mistake from Vic Chan? That's a very hard thing to do. Vic's looked impenetrable the whole evening. Put it on pole position. Slambo, though, looking very racy. Is he going to send it? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it, but he's crawling all over the back of that Audi. Slambo wants this win. 59 minutes just about gone. And this is the difference between P1 and P2. Round 4 of Season 5 of the Pro Division is coming down to the wire. He's taking a slightly different line there than the Audi. We've got Lukey in the foreground there. He gets out of the way. Nice driving, Lukey. Stays away from the sausage curb. But I dare say this might be the final lap as JJ Penguin, he's made his way into the pits. Just see how far he falls down the standings. This is
Okay, the leader is on the final lap.
Jamie coming through. I'll work that out later. I don't want to miss a second of this action as Klaus gives us the final lap. This is it. Leader is on the final lap. Vic Chan just has to hold Slambo off for 4.5 kilometers. Oh, they touch. They make a little bit of contact. I think Vic Chan made a mistake at turn 2. It was almost enough for Slambo to get through there. Made a little bit of contact. Nothing too bad there. And then we've got 3/4 of a lap to make it through. Slambo just giving it absolutely everything right now. This is going to be a move for the lead. No, he pulls out of it at the last moment. Slambo giving everything, but he's not going to do anything stupid to take a podium away from him. Vic defending for his life here. They make their way through sunset. Oh, here we go. Slambo right up behind him. He's going to have to go around the outside into Luke. He's got to do it. He's got to go around the outside. This is for the lead. We're on the last lap. Just couldn't quite get it done. So Vic Chan's got to hold on to the lead for now. Slambo's running out of opportunities to get this done. Can Vic hold on to victory here? This would be very well earned. Oh, Slambo absolutely sending it. Just giving it absolutely everything right now. Trying to get as much out of that Bentley as he possibly can. Vic looking like he might just be too good here. He's got the final turn to go. And Vic Chan, Slambo at the last moment. Is he able to get it done? No, he's not. So Vic Chan just holds on there for the win. What a great race between those two. Looks like Jamie's going to hold on for P3, so he takes out another podium position. Big Chopper Dog, he takes home P4. JJ Penguin with a really good P5 there. Ty Morgo for P&L. He's had a solid race. He started down in P14. He's going to finish P6, so great job from him. He'll be quite happy with that. Stuart, he's going to come home in P7. Nice job from Stu there. Someone awesome. He's battling out with HSV through the final turn. Can HSV race him down to the finish line? Tries his absolute best. Some ducking and weaving, but no good from him. So he'll remain down there in P9. At least he didn't have any connection issues tonight. Adman's going to finish P9. P9 it says there. Yep, Saber Nightclaw 10th. Eagle Wind, he's going to come home in 11th. Barters will take home P12. That was an absolutely cracking race. Footner getting a little bit out of shape off the final turn. He had that stop-go penalty, so there's a bit of a race of what if there. Jambon Sickle, P15 and P16 will be bruised, but it is this man here, Vic Chan. Congratulations to Vic for taking victory in round 4. That was a cracking race from start to finish there. Well done to Slambo as well. And Jamie was P3. So Vic Chan P1, Jamie P3, and Slambo P2. Let's see if I can organise some post-race interviews. Just bear with me while I do that now. I'll see if I can get these boys on the line. And let's hear from our podium, hopefully. So I think I do have Jamie and Vic as friends, so that's good. And then I'll see about Slambo as well. So where are we? Here we go. Getting there. Oh, I thought I had Jamie. I'll see if I got at least Vic Chan. Just bear with me. Just searching. I thought I had him as a friend. There we go. There's Vic. Alright, I'll invite him in. And I'll see if I can get Jamie to join us as well. Jamie, where are you, Jamie? See if I can get Jamie. Just bear with us, everyone. No, I don't have him on there either. Alright, I'll see if I've invited Vic. So Vic, if you can hear this, jump into the chat for us. And just searching for the others is Jamie. I don't think I have Slambo. Jamie NTC or something. No. Alright. So, I'll have to work this out for next week. Alright, just waiting for Vic and...
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's see if I can get any of the others. So it's Jamie-TC and Slambo-97. Sorry, just got to... so it's lowercase. Alright. Just bear with us. I don't normally do this, so... Talk amongst yourselves for a bit. It was a cracking race. Alright. Oh, come on, dude. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Bang, got it. Alright, so I've invited Vic and Jamie. And I'll see if I can get Slambo as well. Slambo dash 97. Is that him? I don't know if that's him. No. Alright, so I've sent the invites out to those guys. Let's see if they respond. I just have to wait for them. Yeah, no one's responding at the moment. But yeah, cracking race from everyone. Really good to see some good, hard, clean racing as well. We stayed away from any incidents. And I think we got Vic Chan, our race winner, on the line. Vic, my man,
Nick,
congratulations.
Thanks, man. That was a rough race at the end there. Slambo was putting the pressure on me and I was cracking.
Well, what happened? Because you seemed like you had it sort of under control throughout the whole night. And, yeah, you just sort of, right at the end, Slambo was throwing everything he possibly could at you. And, yeah, you almost cracked under the pressure.
Yeah, I was cracking, to be honest. He was putting me off and I was missing my break points because I was looking in my review, seeing which side he's going to go.
So what happened there? What because you looked like you had it under control.
Yeah, from yesterday's practice, I ran lighter and I was pushing quick lap times and I realised that my tyres would just make it. So I figured if I ran a bit heavier and looked after my tyres and not pushed, I might save some time in the pits because I know that Bentley's really good on fuel. So I figured he was going to jump me in the pits.
Okay.
And yeah, so towards the end, my tyres were gone. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, so you obviously
I was
didn't.
expecting.
Yeah, so you didn't change for tyres, obviously.
I don't think anyone did.
No, I don't think anyone did either. Because your last stop, it looked like it was pretty clean. You were able to get out there, and so your tyres were just gone there in the end.
They were gone.
Yeah.
My first stop, I messed it up a bit.
Yeah.
Like extra 5 seconds to get going, but yeah, my second stop I nailed it, and I saw him right behind me. But then I kept missing my brake points because it was putting the pressure on.
Yeah. Well, he almost got you at the end there. It was he was pouring the pressure on, and he had a couple of good stabs at it late in the race there. And yeah, you almost did crack under the pressure, but you're able to take victory. So just having a look at your stats for the season so far. So I think that was your second pole of the season, and that's your first win of the season.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bit surprising.
I can be happy with this championship, just having one win.
Yeah, well, you've had P2 in race 1 of the sprint race, and the closest you came before that was round 1 at Mazzano in P3. So you've been on the podium a couple of times, but you've yet to set on the step on the top step until tonight. So
yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, well, congratulations. We did a couple of onboards with you, and the word that was described was smooth, very, very smooth. So
yeah, I was looking after the tyres there.
Yeah,
through the whole first half of the race.
Well, you provided some great entertainment for us tonight, and congratulations
Thanks,
on your win. Awesome work.
Cheers, Nick.
Thanks, Vic.
And cheers, congratulations, Slambo and Jamie.
Cheers, mate.
All right. Who else do we have in here? Do we have Jamie in here?
Yeah, mate.
How are ya?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Congratulations, P3. You started P3, you finished P3. Walk us through your battle with Big Chopper Dog tonight. It seemed like you two were glued together for the majority of the race, and it was a lot of back and forth between you guys tonight.
Yeah, he was very, very fast, and I had to work really hard to stay ahead of him there. And even when he kind of clipped through in the first stint, I knew I just needed to kind of hang with him to still be in with a chance to over or undercut him a bit down the track. But he just told me I feel a bit bad for him. So that last pit stop, I had a shocker and I didn't get away. I couldn't hit my starter button, and so it took a few seconds to get away. But he had an even worse pit stop. He was rolling back and overshooting and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So I feel a bit bad for him, but at the same time, I'm celebrating this like a victory because I did not expect to be here.
Yeah, well, why do you say that?
I just wasn't fast here. Just the car wasn't very good around this circuit, and also I didn't feel like I was that comfortable driving. Had a bit of a shoddy prep, and yeah, just kind of felt lucky to get through without too much damage in terms of points in the championship.
What was the issue with the prep?
Broke my ribs a few weeks ago.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like it wasn't too bad driving, but it impacted the prep, so I couldn't get on until a bit later in the fortnight.
Ah, okay, and there's nothing you can really do to help ribs heal up any faster either, is there?
Nah, not really. So yeah, just hanging on, taking some cues from Vic last year when he was hanging on with his injury.
So a bit banged up. I think K-Man had something wrong with him tonight as well. So, well, racing with broken ribs, cracking job from you, mate. And yes, definitely we're going to see the championship go down to the final race in Bathurst in a couple of weeks. How do you feel about the enduro at Bathurst? You'd be hoping your ribs are a little bit better at least before doing 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, and getting as many laps in as possible. I feel better now I got this result because I know Vic and Slambo are amazing around there, and I've never had a good result around there. In fact, my best result was second, and in that race Vic still lapped me. So I've got a bit of work to do if I want to be near him.
All right, well, you two are going to duke it out for 90 minutes in a couple of weeks. So congratulations on your P3 tonight, mate. Awesome work, and yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Cheers, Nick, and well done, Vic and Slambo.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate.
And then that leaves us with Slambo. Mate, that last lap, walk us through it.
Yeah, mate, I was pushing. I was trying to pressure him into a mistake. And I see it was working, so I just kept doing it. I wasn't trying to dive bomb him as such, but I was just trying to put him off.
Yeah, you yeah, definitely did. It looks like you were trying to make some legitimate moves in there as well. It wasn't there was some big stabs at it, but it was all done respectfully and hard, clean, fair stuff.
Yeah. I just didn't quite have the traction onto the straight. I lined up next to him, but he just pulled away so easy. Yeah.
And the Bentley seemed pretty strong at this circuit as well. Would you attest to that? And where would you say its strengths lie?
I made some changes. I'd had a practice race a few nights ago, and my tyres were shot, so I was just trying to drive to a lap time pretty much, and make sure my tyres were going to hang in at the end, and they did, so I was happy with that.
Yeah.
I didn't really know where I was going to end up because I got stuck in traffic a little bit at the start. But I was happy that I was that close to Vic coming out when he came out of his pit stop.
Yeah, because you pitted lap 1 as well. So what was the thinking behind that strategy?
I just felt like I had more pace than Jamie at the start, and I didn't want to fight him that early on in the race, so I just decided to pit and have some clear air.
Yeah.
Which it would have worked if the pit lane must have been quite short because I caught up to the back of the field pretty fast.
Yeah. Okay, and were you surprised that you closed in that much on Vic at the end there? Because he'd had a pretty comfortable lead all night, and yeah, it seems like he had it well under control. Were you a bit surprised to come up on the back of him at the end of that race?
I was actually, yeah. I couldn't see the splits of how far away he was or whether I was even gaining on him, so I had no idea where I was going to finish. And then, when he came out of the pit and I was that close, I really started pushing hard then.
Yeah, you had the extra incentive. You could physically see what was up ahead, and just that little bit of extra motivation. So, well, congratulations, mate, P2, and yeah, this championship between yourself, Vic, and Jamie. This is going to go down to Bathurst in a couple of weeks, a 90-minute enduro. What are your thoughts about going around Mount Panorama?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one actually. So I'm hoping I'll have a good result. Obviously, last week wasn't very great for me, so it's going to be hard to beat Jamie, even if he finishes in the top 3 or 4. Yeah. So he's got a bit of a gap. Vic will be ahead of me now too, so it'll be close between us.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. So, well, we'll do it all again in a couple of weeks at Bathurst, and we'll see the championship be decided. But for tonight, mate, congratulations. Started P4, finished P2. You threw the kitchen sink at it and couldn't quite get over the line at the end. But P2 is nothing to be sneezed at. So congratulations, awesome job.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
All
Cheers,
right.
Nick.
Catch
Good
up.
night.
Cheers. Thanks, Vic. All right, see you, everyone. All right, cool. Well, not the audience, of course, but yeah, congratulations to our top three tonight. It was some more exciting racing. Really glad to see the quality back again. We didn't have any first lap incidents, which is fantastic. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up from here. And we are going to do it all over again. Next week, we are going to see the Pro-Am boys go at it. So they're going to have their turn around Kyalami. So yeah, tune in then. That's next Tuesday. Until then, take it easy. Be safe. Take care of each other. My name is Nick Kramer. I hope you